How's it going, guys? My name is Rich AK with AK Growth, a marketing house that focuses on production, branding, and advertising. Today, I want to talk to you about the vertical integration between production and advertising. And if you have two separate teams, the reasons why they should be in communication with one another and constantly talking and understanding and learning from each other versus being segregated. Let's get into it. Most businesses have at least one person who does their ad products for them, who does their ad spends, ad purchases. They might even be the social media person on the team. And then most businesses also have at least one person or a group of people who do media and production and actually create the content that the ad person is going to be taking care of. Now, what is mind-boggling to me is that a lot of those times, those two people or those two groups don't actually talk together as much as they should. And instead, they both kind of operate in the dark with their blinders on. Now, this might be good in certain situations, but when you're trying to work with real data and real creative, you have to find the balancing act between the two. You can't just have one team take care of something and then pass it off to another person, another team who's going to take care of the other thing. They need to be in cahoots. They need to have the data between them, and they need to be able to talk and understand and go over the overall objectives. When the two groups are separated from each other, you're essentially fragmenting the success of your own business. You want to remove that kind of friction. You want to make sure that there's someone who is on the data-driven side who can talk to the creative side, and you want to make sure that there's someone on the creative side who can talk to the data-driven side. Now, if you're sourcing out two different contractors for each, or if you're sourcing out two different agencies for each, you might need to have a clause somewhere in there where they need to talk to each other and figure out what's actually going on, because you have one team on one side shooting the video, making the content, and then they pass it over through a Dropbox link to the person who's gonna put it up, post it, and not use any real contextual awareness as to what they are really doing. So what ends up happening is, the creative director on the media production side has one vision, and the people on the data-driven side who are gonna be taking care of the Facebook ads have a different vision. It doesn't really work that way, and you might see some results with that, but imagine the results that you're going to see if you actually have those two groups come together and figure out what's really going on. And if you're running the business, or if you're the VP of marketing, you might need to be the mediator between the two, and it's up to you. It's your job to understand the context and to be able to explain it to both groups so that they can work together versus just passing it off to the next person, and then you are going to be the one that's taking the hit. We don't want that to happen. If the creative director has his own visions and he wants to do things his way, you might need to remove that person from the team and get rid of that ego altogether. You may not have a dedicated team that does one thing and then another dedicated team that does another thing, but you probably have at least one person who does your advertising, and you have another person who does your media and production and content creation. Get those two people in a room. Be the mediator. If you're the VP of marketing, if you're the owner of the business, it's kind of your job to go over the objectives and make sure that everyone's on the same page, because at the end of the day, it's coming out of you or your business's pocket. My name is Rich AK, and I work at AK Growth, a marketing house that focuses on the full stack, from production to branding to advertising. And I really hope this video helped you out. Please leave me a like, please leave me a comment, let me know what you think. My name is Rich AK, and I hope you're having a great day.